Thank you for joining us today at Miniature Wargaming Labs. Today we're going to dip into our Age of Sigmar Dominion box set, and we're going to work on Yndrasta, the Celestial Spear. So I've got the sprue here. This is sprue J, and just a note, I saved Yndrasta for last out of the Stormcast Eternal sides. Because I like to be practiced and tuned up before I do a model this complex, and which will be the centerpiece of the army. So I've already built all the guys over here, so we'll focus on her. So we're going to turn to this page here, and for such a intricate model, it's actually only just one page of instructions, because most of the intricacy is already sculpted into these bits. It's not that many things here, so don't get intimidated by it. But let's talk about our supplies. We're going to get our clippers with a nice sharp flat edge over here, sharp X-Acto blade, and a metal file. Also some tweezers in case I need to poke something, get in there really tight. Then for our glues, we'll be using plastic glue and super glue. So to get started, I am going to take my clippers here, and I'm going to take the flat edge here, and I'm going to go up to these sprue gates, and as tight to the model as I can, just start clipping them off. Nice, smooth, quick, flush cut. And one thing I should point out is I am working over a baking tray. That's because when I drop the pieces, accident or on purpose, the edge of the baking tray will keep them in some place I can control them. I don't want to have to go hunting around on the floor trying to find a bit I've lost. Beautiful sculpted wings here. So this was J11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bits as I cut them out. I'm going to lay them down on the instructions. And this just serves as a reminder of which one I've cut out, where I need to go. It's also particularly helpful if you've got multiple head options or something like that. Not the case with this model. So we're going to go around and finish cutting out all these bits. Alright, now we've finished cutting out all the pieces, and one thing I want to point out is that be on the lookout for these little tiny pins that come out of the pieces. They tend to blend in with the sprue gates at times, so don't chop those off. It's not irredeemable if you do, it's just you don't want to do it. Alright, so now for the cleaning stage. This is where we're going to use our X-Acto blade, and where all those little sprue gates cut in, we're going to smooth that out. Cut off the little nubbins that got left behind. Even though we did a nice flat cut with it, what happens is the material mushrooms under the pressure of the blades, even if they're really sharp, and you get these deformations, and they'll show up in the paint job. So once you got this chewed off the blade, what we're going to do is take our metal file, we're going to smooth it down even more to make it look like it wasn't even there. And while you're at it, what you can do is when you connect all those little sprue gate tie-ins around, you get what's called a mold line. And a lot of times I like to remove those. But one thing I won't do is I'll leave a mold line if I'm going over a fragile piece. The reason is I don't want to rip that piece off through the torque that I'm putting on it. So anytime you file, it should be making the piece look better, not worse. Alright, so we're going to go around, clean up all these pieces before we start assembly. So, clipped off that. So as this model continues to fight me, alright, now I got the chest piece in. this next? Oh, that's fun. Man, how many prongs? Holy smokes. Alright, so I'll put glue here, here, around that. Man, this is not a fun piece to put together. What the hell? Why aren't you going in to your pinholes? There we go. Alright, glad I have these tweezers here. Oh man, it's going to take a lot of force there. Let's see. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take that. There we go. That'll hold them in place. Gotta glue this on here anyway. Okay. Give me an ulcer on this model. So, to fix it to its base, while I wait for this thing to dry, use some super glue. Yeah, that's right. There's only one set of holes it'll go into naturally. So watch out for that. I was going to glue this piece in first. I thought they were all symmetrical. Okay. Let that stand there. Okay. A little line of glue down the stairs. Of course I dropped it. And okay. Just so I can squeeze it down in there. All right. Okay, get clamps. No joke. This bottle's getting empty here. Alright, so let's see, there. Got that. I got left the wings. Thank God this is not a multi-part kit. Jeez. Somehow it doesn't feel like it's fitting right in there. Slowly tweaking it back and forth. Try to get it to fit in there. Okay. Just for fun, it's gonna run a little there. And there is that model. Man, Yndrasta. Save this one for last. Get your skills up if you're new at this, because I've been assembling these for a while. And this upper torso, like the head-arm connection into the front torso, into the leg unit, getting that all squeezed into place was a pain. Beautiful model, but that is regardless. So, thank you for joining us at Miniature Wargaming Labs, and we'll see you next time.